"You're not cleared to be on this tarmac, Lieutenant. Get back to the hangar where you belong." His voice was sharp, cold, and loud enough for everyone nearby to hear. Colonel Briggs didn't even make eye contact at first, just the tone, the gesture, the dismissal, like she was a mistake in the middle of his runway. But Lieutenant Elena Vasquez didn't move. She stood tall, calm, her flight suit unzipped just enough to reveal the black ink curling up her neck like flame. He finally looked and paused. But just minutes earlier, she'd been humiliated. The hangar buzzed with last-minute prep. Pilots walked in with swagger. Ground crews nodded at familiar names on flight logs. Eleanor approached the flight assignment desk confidently until the sergeant behind the desk saw her name. A beat, a smirk. Then the words, "You're not flying today, ma'am. Apache assignments are full." Full. But there were empty call signs on the screen. She saw it. So did he. The truth was simple. They didn't believe she belonged in the cockpit of a war machine that roared like thunder and danced like death. She didn't fight it. She simply turned and walked, straight to the tarmac, where the birds waited. Her boots echoed off concrete, her expression unreadable. Every step she took told the story of the thousands that came before it. Each one earned, each one challenged. From the very beginning, Elena had faced it all. Too pretty. Too small. Not built for combat. But her father had flown before her, a legend in his unit. Lost in a classified mission when she was just 9. The only thing they returned home was his dog tag, and a story about a phoenix-shaped tattoo scorched onto his shoulder, the symbol of a top-secret Apache division so elite they weren't even officially acknowledged. Elena had that same mark, reborn in her own way, inked at the base of her neck, her tribute, her reminder, her legacy. Most never noticed it, most never cared. But Colonel Briggs did. When she stood face to face with him that morning, something shifted. He opened his mouth to repeat his command, but his eyes landed on that tattoo. The flame, the shape, the insignia he hadn't seen in over 2 decades. He stepped closer, squinting. "Where did you get that ink?" he demanded. She finally spoke, calm, clear. "My father, Major Gabriel Vasquez." Silence fell like a blade. Briggs staggered back a half step, his face drained of color. "Gabe Vasquez," he whispered. He flew beside me in Kandahar." Around them, the tarmac fell quiet. Conversations died, heads turned. The story had just changed. Briggs turned toward the crew chief. "Get her a helmet, and prep Apache 3. She flies. Now." The orders snapped like thunder across the field. No one questioned him. Within seconds, the crew scrambled. Mechanics ran. The Apache came alive. Eleanor climbed in without hesitation, fingers gliding across controls like muscle memory. No show, no nerves, just purpose. She lifted off to the sound of stunned silence and roaring blades. From the tower, the general himself watched. "What's going on out there?" someone asked. Briggs didn't flinch. "That pilot just earned her place 10 years ago. We just didn't know it until today." What no one had known, not even Eleanor, was that her father's last mission had saved Briggs's life. When the squad was ambushed, Vasquez flew straight into a hellstorm to provide cover fire. He never made it out. His sacrifice never made headlines, but it lived in the colonel's bones. And now here was his daughter, same spirit, same fire, same mark, taking her rightful place in the sky. From that day on, Elena Vasquez wasn't just another pilot. She became a symbol, a reminder. That greatness doesn't always scream. Sometimes it walks in quiet, calm, and unapologetically branded in ink that carries generations of courage. Briggs would later submit her name for advanced command training. He didn't tell her why, he didn't have to. She had already proven everything that mattered before she ever left the ground. So don't dismiss someone because you don't recognize their legacy. Some people walk into the room carrying the weight of legends, and when they finally speak, they don't just change minds, they awaken history. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment, where are you watching from? If this story lit something in you, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, and drop a karma in the comments below.